So you're considering a move to the Midwest or the South, and you're trying to decide between Northwest Arkansas and Southwest Missouri. In this video, my friend, I'm going to break down some pros and some cons and give you some highlights of both areas to maybe help tip the scales one way or another to help you decide which area is better for you. Before we dig into those details, we have to understand what exactly is being compared. Now, here in Northwest Arkansas, if you've been watching my channel, Northwest Arkansas is defined primarily of Benton and Washington counties. Sometimes Madison County gets looped in. For the sake of this video, the locals here, we call Northwest Arkansas Benton and Washington County, although people around the United States would also loop in their Eureka Springs area or even down to Fort Smith, because on a map that looks like Northwest Arkansas, but here the locals call Northwest Arkansas Benton and Washington County primarily. Now, over in the Southwest Missouri, if you look at some different maps and some different census data, they're only talking about maybe 7 counties. The locals in Southwest Missouri consider Southwest Missouri from the Arkansas border to north of Joplin, and then of course on the west side from the Oklahoma border all the way over past Springfield, Missouri. So that's a very large area to consider. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to give you a breakdown of 3 different cities in each area, in each region, if you will, to be able to give a differentiator between the two. That said, instead of going by the specific zip code or a specific area code, whatever the locals say, so Northwest Arkansas, Benton and Washington County, and Southwest Missouri, from Oklahoma all the way over to Springfield and Joplin all the way down to the Arkansas border, that's what's going to classify Southwest Missouri. You should know right off the bat that both Missouri and Arkansas, if you're concerned about politics, both states are red states as far as the last 3 or 4 elections. Both states are part of the Louisiana Purchase. Both Southwest Missouri and Northwest Arkansas have lakes, reservoirs, trails, hiking, fishing, hunting areas that you can go and enjoy the great outdoors. And you should know that both Arkansas and Missouri are on the top 5 list of cheapest places to live in the United States. Check out here again. This is one of my favorite maps to look at. What you're looking at here is a chart from a guy who runs a YouTube channel called What's Up Dude. You can see that housing in Missouri is more than Arkansas, but looking region to region, we're going to break that down. Again, state by state, things can be a little bit different, but region to region is why you're watching this video. Let's go ahead and get taxes out of the way. Nobody really wants to talk about taxes, so I'm going to hit on it very quickly for you so you can understand the difference between Southwest Missouri and Northwest Arkansas, respectively. Let's talk about sales tax for a second. Sales tax in Missouri as a state is 8.36%, and in Arkansas, it's 9.44%. Now, I look at Springfield, Missouri and Joplin, Missouri in their local area because it's going to combine not only their state sales tax, but their county tax as well as the city tax. Springfield and Joplin came out at 8.11% for Springfield, 8.74% for Joplin, with an average between the two of 8.43%. Now in Northwest Arkansas, I took Bentonville and Fayetteville again for their state, county, and the city tax to be able to give us a comparison. Bentonville was 9.5%, Fayetteville was 9.75%, with an average of the two being 9.63%. So a difference between 2 large cities in Northwest Arkansas and 2 of the larger cities in Southwest Missouri. Southwest Missouri showing about a 1.2% benefit of the overall sales tax. I'm going to actually take property tax and put it by the real estate section. So the next would be your income tax. You should understand that both Missouri and Arkansas are 2 of the states in the United States that have a graduated tax schedule based off of your individual income. Missouri's income tax is 5.4 and Arkansas's is 6.6. Again, both are a progressive or a graduated scale depending on your individual income. Fuel prices. According to GasBuddy.com, Northwest Arkansas ranged anywhere from $2.89 to $3.39. And in Southwest Missouri had a lower range of $2.77 and went all the way up to $3.19. So even though the range was lower, what I was seeing more often, if you look on Gas Buddy's map, Southwest Missouri was around $3.05 to $3.19, whereas Northwest Arkansas was in the upper $2.90s and the low $3 per gallon. Again, regular gallon of gas. As far as higher education is concerned, let's take a look at Southwest Missouri versus Northwest Arkansas. In Southwest Missouri, you're going to have Missouri Southern, Ozark Christian College, Crowder College, Missouri State, Evangel University, Drury University, Cox, Baptist Bible College, Ozark Technical College, Bryan College, College of the Ozarks, and Southwest Baptist, all in Southwest Missouri. Now, if I missed something, I apologize. Here in Northwest Arkansas, we have the University of Arkansas Razorbacks. We have Northwest Arkansas Community College, John Brown University, Ecclesia College, and Blue Cliff College. So just a few more colleges and universities in Southwest Missouri than we have here in Northwest Arkansas. As far as Fortune 500 companies are concerned, in Southwest Missouri, you may have heard of a company called O'Reilly. O'Reilly is located there, and a major headquarter that you might be wanting to know about is Bass Pro Shops are located there. And thank you also, Andy's Frozen Custard is headquartered in Springfield, Missouri. There's a Andy's Frozen Custard here in Northwest Arkansas that is a half mile down the road from my house. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but now you know. As far as Fortune 500 companies here in Northwest Arkansas, we have J.B. Hunt, Tyson Foods, as well as Walmart. Fun fact for you, there are more billionaires located in Northwest Arkansas than there are in Southwest Missouri. Southwest Missouri has one. Before we get a little bit further along in comparison of cities in regards to real estate prices and schools and crime and those types of important factors, I want you to understand that Springfield, Missouri is the largest of all the cities that we're comparing. Springfield, Missouri, at the latest according to World Population Review, is just under 170,000. Branson, Missouri is at 16,161, but during the summer months, they're going to go a bit higher. More on that a little bit later in the video. Joplin, Missouri comes in a little over 52,000 residents. Bentonville, Arkansas, 61,000. Springdale, Arkansas, 88,000. And Fayetteville, Arkansas, 97,000. Now, it takes both Bentonville and Fayetteville combined together to be about the size of Springfield. But one thing you would notice as you're looking at a map is in Northwest Arkansas, there is just a residential sprawl going right down I-49. You have to go far east to go to Rogers out by the lake before it starts thinning out, or you need to go far west over towards Oklahoma before it starts thinning out over by Siloam Springs. Whereas in Southwest Missouri, you have the 2 or 3 major cities of Joplin, Springfield, and the Branson area during the summer months, again, as travel season happens. But all throughout Southwest Missouri, there's a bunch of little towns that have their own school districts as well. Smaller school districts, but for instance, Bentonville School District goes into Bella Vista, it goes to Centerton, it goes down into Rogers a little bit. Whereas Ava, Missouri has their own school district, so does Sarcoxy. A lot of the little cities have their own school district, but they're in Southwest Missouri, but they're smaller school districts. How do you fly in and how do you fly out? Both Northwest Arkansas and Southwest Missouri respectively have a national airport. Springfield Branson, up just northwest of Springfield, has a 13 destination airport as far as 13 nonstop destination. And the national airport here in Northwest Arkansas, known as XNA, has 23 nonstop destinations. Some of them in both places are going to be seasonal destinations, so be sure to check your flight status on that. Both Northwest Arkansas and Southwest Missouri have municipal airports. Up in Southwest Missouri, you also have Branson Airport that serves a few different locations with Sun Country Air. And there's a regional airport in Joplin that has a couple different destinations as well, whereas really the only airport in Northwest Arkansas is going to be XNA for commercial flights. Of course, there's small city municipal airports as well. When it comes to amusement parks, Southwest Missouri has Silver Dollar City. If you want to go ride roller coasters and turn back the clock back into the time of glass blowing and blacksmiths and handcrafted items, you might want to check out Silver Dollar City located in Branson. So now that we're talking about Branson, let's go ahead and bring that up a little bit. Branson is this whole entire area of itself on the east side of Table Rock Lake. More on Table Rock Lake here in a little bit, but Branson is going to be a place that you can go watch nationally acclaimed artists, talent. There's museums there. There's a Titanic museum there. Water parks, lake activities. You can ride bumper cars and go-karts, putt-putt golf, and the aforementioned Silver Dollar City. Whereas in Northwest Arkansas, there's the Rogers Aquatic Center, and of course there's the lake out there as well. But as far as amusement parks, we don't have any amusement parks here at Northwest Arkansas. As mentioned earlier in the video, both Southwest Missouri and Northwest Arkansas have a bunch of different activities that you can do: hiking, fishing, camping, canoeing, boating, paddleboarding, mountain biking, Mountain biking more prevalent in Northwest Arkansas than it is in Southwest Missouri, but they both offer those same types of activities. Now, where they differentiate, here we go. In Northwest Arkansas is the Arkansas Music Pavilion, where you're going to have mainline musical artists that come in on a regular basis, mainly through the spring, summer, and fall months. In Northwest Arkansas, we have world-class museums, namely Crystal Bridges Museum. Northwest Arkansas also offers Top Golf. Southwest Missouri that offers that Northwest Arkansas doesn't, again, is Branson. The cave system is better, in my opinion, in Southwest Missouri than it is here in Northwest Arkansas. Yes, we have the caves out past the lake in Rogers, but as far as actual cave tours and things to do with the cave systems, Southwest Missouri has us beat. Also in Southwest Missouri, they have the Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquatic Center you should check out for sure over by Bass Pro. One more similarity that both areas have is up in Springfield. They have the Springfield Cardinals, which is a minor league ball team for the St. Louis Cardinals. And here in Northwest Arkansas, down in Springdale, Arkansas, we have the Arkansas Naturals, which is a farm team for the Kansas City Royals. In regards to major sports teams, Missouri has us beat. They've got the Royals, the Chiefs, and the St. Louis Cardinals, where here in Arkansas, we don't have any major league sports teams, although we do have professional soccer coming to Northwest Arkansas in the near future. I can't do a comparison video without talking about my favorite topic, which is real estate. Let's talk about house prices for a moment. Of course, I'm going to talk about all three cities in Missouri and all three cities in Arkansas that I've been referring back and forth to. Now, these home prices are for a 3 to 4 bed or a 2 to 3 bath home that have sold within the last 3 months. Joplin, Missouri averages $250,983. Springfield, Missouri at $274,131. And Branson came in at $328,077. I'd like to believe that Branson's maybe a little bit higher because there might be some larger acre properties and or lake home properties that help bump that price up. Now let's look at Northwest Arkansas in comparison to that average home of a 3 to 4 bed, 3 to 2 bath sold in the last couple months. Springdale, Arkansas was $350,176. Fayetteville, Arkansas came in at $380,718, and Bentonville, Arkansas topped out all of the areas at $431,800. Now, Bentonville also has a lot of homes that are selling, not only new construction, but also new and existing homes that are in that 7-figure mark, bumping the average price point a bit higher. You may also be interested to know that the average list to sale ratio, so when it's listed at a price and then sold at another price, in the Southwest Missouri region, homes sold for 96.33% to list price, whereas here in Northwest Arkansas, they sold at 99.17% to list price. So homes are not only selling for more, but they're also selling pretty much right close to what list price is on the multiple listing service. Now let's go ahead and bring in that property tax piece that I had alluded to earlier. I looked at all of the counties that made up Southwest Missouri that we talked about early and the 2 counties that made up Northwest Arkansas, and you'd be interested to know that actually the numbers flip-flop. In the region of Southwest Missouri, the median property tax amount was $692.57 on average, and between Benton and Washington County, the median property tax amount was $919. And granted, between all of those areas where I live here in Bentonville, taxes are going to be even higher than they are further different places in the county. Same goes for Missouri as well. So as you're working with your realtor, make sure you're looking at median property taxes is a median, but you need to look specifically so you can understand what the numbers are on the homes that you're interested in. Touchy subject, but we got to talk about crime. If you're looking to move to a new area, according to crimegrade.org, again, on those same 6 cities, Joplin came in with a D-, Branson came in with a D, Springfield came in with a D-, Fayetteville came in with a D-, Springdale came in with a C, and Bentonville came in with a B-. Now, if you go to crimegrade.org, they're going to define, is it high crime? Is it property theft? They're going to help differentiate that for you. And they also kind of give a cool calculator to show you how often a crime is happening. Please do your research on this. Go look at crimegrade.org to do your own research. Now let's talk about schools, as that may be an important factor as you are trying to decide where you're going to move your family to in order to go to schools. Now, what I'm looking at right now, this is according to usnews.com and their school ranking for specifically high schools. Now, those same 6 cities that I looked at earlier, Joplin, Missouri, out of all the schools in the United States, ranks 12,033. Springfield, their best high school was Kickapoo High School, was 5,558. Branson came in at 4,521st place. Now let's move down to Northwest Arkansas, where Springdale, Arkansas came in at 11,288th place. Fayetteville came in at 838th place. And Bentonville, again, Bentonville has two different high schools, Bentonville West and Bentonville. Bentonville West came in at 1,191st, and Bentonville High School came in at 651st. So out of both regions, Northwest Arkansas schools, according to usnews.com, are ranked better than Southwest Missouri. I'm not dogging on Southwest Missouri. They've got a lot of the things, like we said earlier in the video, better than what we have here in Northwest Arkansas. The cool thing is, anywhere from Bentonville, here where I am, up to Springfield's about a 2-hour drive. So in the entire region, we're talking about from tip to tail, about 2.5, 3 hours from top to bottom and west to east. Hopefully that has been helpful as you strategize and as you try to figure out where the best place is for you to move. Now you know a little bit more about what life is like in and around Bentonville. Thanks for watching.